Hello? I bet you're wondering, what am I doing? I have an umbrella up in a dwelling place. I said, I have an umbrella up in a dwelling place. Oh goodness, what am I doing? That's superstitious. That's going to cause a problem. You agree with that? Are you superstitious? Guess what? There are over 333 million people in the United States, and 25% of them are superstitious. 83 million are superstitious. They're controlled by something they believe. How about you? How do you feel about the number 13? What about walking under a ladder? Crossing your fingers? That goes without saying, doesn't it? Knocking on wood. Not putting your purse on the ground. God forbid you split a pole. And sports people who are repetitious about good luck. So if something good happens, they'll wear the same clothes the entire week, the same spikes, the same bat. Make sure they use the same basketball. They're not going to change anything because that has control. What about breaking a mirror or needing a wishbone? And God forbid what we just did, having an umbrella in the house or in a dwelling place. Why does that pose a problem for believers? Now, does it condemn you before God? No. Does it mean that you're not God's child? No. Does it mean your relationship with God is destroyed? No. What it does mean, however, you're being controlled by something that you ought not let have control of you. Because one of the things you have to recognize, we can't say God is in complete control over here and then say the umbrella is in control over here. We can't say that God has my back over here, but I better cross my fingers if I want this to come to pass. We want to be careful about knocking on wood to make sure everything comes out right and then forgetting to pray. God's sovereignty says that he's in control of everything. Everything. God's sovereignty means he's in total control. So it does not matter. Whatever God designs to happen, it's going to happen. Whatever he purposes to happen is going to happen. So we do want to be careful about superstitions that hold us in bondage. And we worry about things because I forgot to knock on wood. I walked under a ladder today. Look at the bondage that you're under. Look at the fears that you have. And most of the things you probably worried about have never happened. Now, what people would say is, oh no, I walked under a ladder one day and somebody bumped into my car and dented it. It was going to happen whether you walked under the ladder or not. So now you're being controlled by things. You're giving power to things that have no power. Now, if you broke a mirror in your house, the only thing you need to do is go get a new mirror so you can use it. Other than that, that broken mirror means nothing. Why, Pastor? Because God is in control. You can't live under the power of superstitions and then believe that God is in total control. Doesn't mean you're a bad Christian, no. Doesn't mean you don't have a relationship with God, as I mentioned earlier, no. But look at the bondage you live under, because you won't live under the freedom of God's sovereignty. Now, you probably had some superstitions all your life. Are you willing to let them go and trust God? You might find that you live more freely with more joy and peace by simply trusting in Him. At least think about it.